Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Boss Ravioli Queens. Your three favorite caregivers here, Boss Lady Amy,
Nicole Ravioli,
and Jasmine the Queen.
So this is a special episode, as we've been talking about in previous episodes. We hit our 1 year recently. Yay!
Yay!
An entire year of this crazy journey. So this is part 2 of a 2-part series. It's not fine, and this episode, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. So before we get started, we just want to give a really heartfelt thank you to all of our listeners from the beginning.
Oh wait, they don't do it like that. We did it at the same time.
Our OGs, the ones who've been there from the beginning, thank you so much. All of those who have come along the way and started listening when we got a little bit further into things. We appreciate you. You're why we do it.
Y'all slay.
This is why we continue. That's a new one. Continue making.
Keep.
I was trying to say continue and keep at the same time.
I know.
You know what? It's fine. Innovation.
It's fine.
Innovation. Continue. We continue.
Kind of like when I say ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous.
Anyway, this is why we do it. We love to educate. We love to make people laugh. And we love to just share our experiences.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a really great venting platform.
Oh, it's phenomenal. Y'all should try it. Or just keep listening to us. That's fine too.
Yeah. We prefer that actually.
Yeah.
Or do both.
Also works.
But please keep listening.
Yeah. No matter what. Listen. Or watch us on YouTube. That works too.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, hi. We've been doing this for a while.
Since October.
Thank you for watching us.
Yes.
We really appreciate
We
all the
didn't
love
even
and
start on
support.
YouTube, so.
No, we didn't. It was audio only, and we really appreciate the love and support, and it's been a really fantastic journey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Lots of fun.
And we're not going anywhere. We're only going to keep growing.
Yes.
So now that we've said all of those many, many words, we're going to be sharing some of our most fun and just memorable experiences that we've had in this last year.
Yeah.
With this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast.
Yes.
Okay, I've talked a lot. Go.
Hi. So in the last episode, we did talk about some struggle busting memories. This one we're going to keep even more lighthearted and just talk about the fun stuff. And probably more struggles because we realized after we stopped the last episode that we forgot a whole lot.
Yeah, there was so much we left out, y'all, but it's okay. We'll talk about it now. It's fine.
It's fine. I guess I'll start.
I thought you were going to continue.
Yeah.
So.
I wasn't sure because there was a pause, and sometimes that means that someone else is going to go, and other times it means I'm just supposed to wing it.
Just say long pause for dramatic effect.
Yes. That's actually one of my favorite memories.
Pads with wings.
So the long pause for dramatic effect, I think was the third episode.
Oh God, I think so.
Something
because
like that.
See, when we started, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
No, we still don't.
We still don't. We're winging it most of the time.
Yeah, but we're a
All
lot
of the
better
time.
at it now than we were.
Like, yes, we're better at winging it now.
Yes. So we were talking about whatever caregiving topic we were talking about or trending topic. I don't remember. But
It's been so long.
nobody was talking, and I think I had stopped because I just couldn't think of anything else to say, and nobody picked up afterwards, and it was 30 seconds of just dead silence, and I said long pause for dramatic effect. And I think I cut out 20 seconds of the long pause, and then I left in long pause for dramatic effect.
Yeah, she edited a really long pause out. And it was still a long pause there, and I remember we were talking about it on the phone, she was like, girl, if I left the whole thing in, it would have been so awkward.
It would have been really bad.
Because we're all just like looking at each other like, what do we say? Like, you know, even
But any other time we're talking to each other, we like have so many words, and then like
I
when we
know.
got in front of the microphone, we're like, I don't know what to talk about.
Half
It was
the
literally,
time- Yes.
like.
I didn't know how much I said those words until I listened to it back, and I was like, oh my god, this is not okay.
So fun fact, when we were only recording audio,
Episode 3 was ain't self-care. Ain't nobody got time for that.
oh boy. That should be the episode that nobody paused in.
No.
But that's not true because we were all really bad at self-care when we started this
We
too.
were.
Because as we all know from very early episodes up until October when we started for YouTube, caregivers don't really have time to self-care. Especially if they're in like a management position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope. I swear when I was in that management position, I didn't shower for weeks, and I didn't even realize it because I was like, it was literally work, sleep, work, sleep.
You're just
work,
on
sleep.
autopilot.
Exactly.
There's no time for anything
Yeah,
else.
none of
Especially
us.
because all of us used to work hella doubles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
None of us were okay. And
oh, it was bad.
but that's what like brought us closer though, because like
Mhm.
we had to get really, really vulnerable really fast for episodes because our episodes got really deep.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah,
we ended
because
up
we
learning
also did the
a
3-part
lot about
series.
each other,
Mhm.
like really quickly.
Uh-huh.
And
We got
that's
real
what,
deep.
yeah. And that's what
I hated you.
you know, I try to ignore these things and I just can't.
No.
I just can't. But yeah, that's what brought us closer together because like we had to spend so much time together just like prepping for these episodes and just learning.
It's okay. Just call me the fat funny friend.
Same.
Sam?
Why did you have to do that?
We're the fat funny friends.
Why are you still playing? I had an alarm set to check my soup. I thought we were going to be done by now.
She had an alarm for food, y'all.
Usually it's Amy.
It's because she's fat.
So I would just like to point out that I do not own rights to that song. It's Bullet for My Valentine. Don't want the video to get taken down for copyright infringements.
Literally.
Okay, my cameras are good. I
Not
threw my
like-
phone down kind of hard.
Anyways, after we were all in management, well, I mean, Miss Boss Lady's still in management, but
Hey.
Mhm.
we're all in a better position with better jobs.
At my old job, I was managing myself. I was a department head for myself. I didn't have any employees under
I
me.
mean, that's basically you too, to be honest.
No, I manage in place.
Yeah, she
I
has
know, but you like
legitimate
managed.
employees.
Well, I know, but you kind of like you're the head, kind of. I mean, you have the boss above you, but kind of.
Ish. Yes and no. Yeah. It's a weird
It's a
situation.
very weird setup.
But no, I love it. And yeah, we're all in like much better places, just mentally, emotionally, physically. Like
Yeah, can't you tell?
I don't know. My cortisol levels are still too high. Need to de-stress somewhere. Because even though we're all in a better position, like I am currently thugging broke as hell, and I don't get my first actual paycheck from my new job for like another 2.5 weeks. So
I mean, I'm still kind of broke too, but
but I mean like right now it's
It's just-
situational.
it's situational stress, and it's gonna get better.
Right. It's not like one of those like long-term things that's been happening and happening and happening and happening and there's no improvement. And that's where we were a year ago.
Yes.
so it's fine.
It's fine.
Okay, back to our favorite memories though, because we strayed again.
I think my favorite is like when these girls get to go to drag shows with me all the time.
It's fun.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that was another thing that got kind of tied in just by default, because basically what Jasmine would do is she would book her shows and then she would tell us when she had her like free weekends, and then we would end up doing the recording at that same time because we knew that's when she was going to be available.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we also knew she was going to need help backstage. So we kind of ended up getting tied in like really fast. But I loved it.
And
I
now
still
it's-
do.
And now it started evolving into them helping me with shows too.
Mm-hmm.
The last
So-
time we all sang live for a private Christmas party. which
Yeah.
was
That was
really
so
fun.
fun.
So, you know, book us.
My playlist was on shuffle today, and it played the song, and I skipped it immediately as soon as I saw the fucking title.
so,
As
they're,
soon as I saw the title.
so they're sick of the song now because like
We
were
had 2
rehearsing
days.
and rehearsing and rehearsing.
We had 2 days to prepare for this show.
So yeah, it went from
The day before and the
we
day
might
of.
be doing this to we're definitely doing this to you bitches have 2 days to learn a full song by memory and choreography.
And choreography that
Thank God the choreography was easy.
It was easy.
I tried to make it real easy because
no,
I did
it-
not want it.
it
I
was-
didn't want you to
it
struggle
was fun
with it.
though. Like
It was really fun, like actually doing the show, and even in preparation for it or whatever.
oh yeah.
But I told them that I was gonna listen to the song on repeat
I did too.
until the show, and I did.
I did too.
Every time I got in my car, I would hit the repeat button, and it would just play over and over
Mhm.
and over.
I heard that shit so many
You
times.
guys both looked so good though.
Oh,
too.
we so
We
did.
did.
I
But-
snatched them up in high drag ponytails and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and little Santa's helper
Oh,
elves.
we looked so good.
Our
we
booty
did.
cutter dress.
Oh my god, yeah. If I did not give them certain bodysuits, their whole gooch would have been out.
And then some.
Yeah, no lie. Oh, those dresses, they're so cute, but they were so short.
So short.
Yeah, but
It might as well have been lingerie, honestly.
We had the bodysuits though, so like it was exposing, but I didn't feel that terrible because we had
No.
bodysuits, we had tights, we had
Yeah.
like panties,
Well,
we
not-
had all
okay,
kinds
that's
of
the-
stuff.
that's the
Not
bonus
only
about
that,
dragging.
though, it was an adult show. No
Yes.
children.
Oh,
No
Like,
children.
absolutely.
it wouldn't have mattered either way, but like I didn't feel exposed because I was wearing underwear, I was wearing tights, I was wearing a body shaper and a bra, I think.
Mhm.
Yup.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, no.
a bra
there-
that fits your cup size.
honestly, between the bra and the tights, there was like no skin showing besides like our arms and shoulders.
Yeah. Usually it's just the upper half that's
Yeah,
showing.
it was
Everything
like-
else is like layered.
If you're watching, it was like from here up that you could see really. It was not bad at all.
yeah, from like the boob line and up.
It basically gives the illusion of like a nude look when you're not actually
Exactly.
nude.
And that's like 97% of drag. Like very, very rarely are these people actually showing their skin.
Mhm.
That's the
Mhm.
whole point. It's an illusion.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
But I will say though, now that we're on that choo-choo train, that's another thing too that has helped us so much. Like I've developed so much confidence just from not only the podcast, but like, you know, with all the prepping and the talking and extra things, like I said before, we had to dive really deep into a lot of things. And so I've developed confidence in, you know, our friendship, obviously. And then also too, like doing drag and helping Jasmine has helped me immensely with my self-image, like
Mhm.
so much.
And on top of that, like we were already friends. Like we
Mhm.
were
Oh,
pretty close
absolutely.
before it started, but
Right.
once we actually started doing this, like I feel like we kind of have an unbreakable bond now.
Mm-hmm.
We're basically family at this point.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean,
And I mean, you and I live together, so
yeah, and like the things that we've had to go through to get to this point, like that's the kind of thing where that doesn't break down easily. Like once
Mhm.
you've gone through those things with these people, that doesn't go away.
right. Like you guys being on a three-way call and being silent while my ex
Oh yeah.
just being icky.
Berating you basically.
Mhm.
No.
I was shaking, bro.
These bitches been with me
Oh.
through some shit.
I was like listening to it and I was like,
Literally,
let me out.
literally, I wanted to go through the phone.
Yeah, it's been a road.
Yeah, it has.
Punch me through the phone.
and I mean, there's obviously we won't talk about it here, but there's been so much with all three of us that like we've all experienced together now.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like my divorce stuff.
Oh,
I thought you were never mind. Continue.
Nicole was there for part of it, and then you were there for part of it.
so when I was still working in the hometown, Jasmine had to sign the papers or whatever, and I was
Honestly,
like,
you probably knew him before.
I
'cause
probably did, but
used to go to the bars all the time.
and see, he looked kind of familiar, but I still like couldn't really place him. And then you told me who his
And
brother
he
was, and I
also-
was like, what?
And he also knows a certain someone that we both know.
He what?
He also knows a certain someone that we both know.
We'll talk later.
You're gonna tell me even though I won't know.
But so Jasmine told me that she had to go sign papers, and it was in the hometown because ex-husband was in the hometown for whatever reason. So
Yeah.
So you came and picked me
I
up
guess
from
he
work.
ended up moving back.
Of course.
But
So Jasmine came and picked me up for like a half hour to go sign these papers because I was worried that ex-husband was going to be the narcissistic douchebag that the ex-husband is.
Mm-hmm.
And surprisingly, it went well. I
Thank
was
God.
so ready.
He's a narcissist, so he had to put on a show, of course.
I had that Smith & Wesson knife in my pocket. I was ready to cut a bitch.
Oh God. And what else did you notice? Remember when he was trying to like talk to me? You told me when we got in the car.
Oh, that he was like flirting with you.
Yeah.
They are signing divorce papers, and this motherfucker is flirting with Jasmine like it's just nothing. And I'm like, you're such a piece of shit. Can you go die? Oh.
And we've been like separated for like years, so I was like,
yeah,
like we were like
time.
ready to get this over with, and that's all I wanted. I'm like,
When
I just
I-
want to sign this and leave.
When I first met Jasmine, when she was my boss, I remember like she'd been talking about being a single Pringle, and so I remember one time she like slipped, like dropped a little ex-husband, and I'm like, excuse me, what? Say what now? They're like, yeah, I was married, like it was fine. And I'm just like, hold on. Lord, please, like, come on now. And so, like, obviously we weren't like friends though, you know, that was my boss. So later I found out the whole story, like way later, but yeah.
And got to meet him. Apparently.
You sounded constipated.
I could be, you never know.
Constipation,
Girl. Our tummy issues could never.
Bro, with fibromyalgia, you never know what you're gonna get. One day you're gonna be shitting your pants, and the next day it's just not gonna go.
Well, she got the luxury of meeting him when I was at one of my drag shows, and of course he was at
Oh,
the
that's
bar that I was
right.
doing my drag
He
show
was
at.
fucking drunk. The only good thing was that he was buying us drinks. That was the only good
Yeah,
thing.
that was the only good thing because he was super wasted,
Oh,
and
and
we
he
got
also
stuck
gave you
talking to him for like an hour.
Extra tip money afterwards, so that was nice.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So I could not attend said show.
No, you didn't.
You,
want to
I was gonna say
attend said
no.
show.
You didn't want to.
Don't lie to our viewers.
Literally, no, couldn't because didn't want to see anybody from that time in my life. Okay,
But you
like-
could have come, but
no,
you didn't
no,
want to.
no.
Okay,
no.
we literally spent like a good 35, 40 minutes trying to get out of the fucking bar.
Okay,
Every time we make it a step closer to the door,
Somebody else would.
yes.
Could you imagine if I was with you? Okay, let me let them in on this whole thing. So they went to the bar that I used to manage with someone else. And I know every single person that goes to that bar, I know personally. And some of them I really do not care to associate with ever the fuck again. So I chose not to go because I didn't want to put myself in a bad situation. Thank you.
It's true. Anytime we go there, we get cursed. Literally that night, she got a ticket.
For no reason.
And then y'all called me right after you got the ticket and told me about all of the things, and I'm like, I'm so happy I didn't go.
Yeah, she was like, yes.
I still do not
And we
regret
said
my
never
decision.
fuck again, and then
Yeah.
we did.
But it's fine now.
It's fine.
But it's fine now.
But anyway,
Papers are signed. That's done.
yes,
Last year.
that's done.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that was last year.
You know, now we literally don't ever have to go back there unless we want to.
Mm-hmm. That's what's nice about moving to a place that you like and not a place that you're forced to be in, is like you want to be there.
Yeah.
You don't have to go back to that poop hole.
Right.
I don't share the same poop hole. I have a different poop hole.
It's pretty close to our poop hole.
It is pretty close. It is pretty close.
Yeah, all of our poop holes are very close to each other.
I mean, we are sitting in
I was
very
gonna
close
say,
proximity
we are
right now.
sitting quite close.
Oh
But the
God.
funny thing is that, like, after we met, we figured out, like, mutual people that we knew that we had no idea that were in the same circles. It's just such a small world.
It really is.
And we're from towns that are, like, a good 45-ish minutes away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So something
Why do I feel like I gave you these?
you probably did.
You didn't.
I didn't think so.
No, I bought them.
I got
Jasmine
fat
has
wrists.
this thing where he gives us old drag clothes.
Yeah.
So,
This one gets compliments all the time when she wears them.
mhm.
I only have the jumper.
Yeah.
So what's really
You get
crazy
complimented when you wear that too.
is
so.
that Jasmine is, like, way taller than me. And, like,
You
just
should see this bitch in heels.
obviously, like, bigger than me. Because
She's shorter.
I'm Amy sized. Yes.
She's short and plumpy.
And-
I'm just plumpy and plumpy.
And what's really funny is that
Thank you for saying that before I took a drink.
all of the clothes that I've been given to, like, still fit her. Sometimes they just don't, like, she doesn't like the way that they fit, or she feels like they don't look right or feel right, but, like, they still fit.
Mm.
And it's insane to me how, like, we can
It's
wear the
it's
same
most
clothes.
of it because I think a lot of it is because it's like stretch.
Well,
So technically, I mean, it wouldn't be my size, but it stretches to kind of fit me.
right, but it just
So-
goes to show, like, how we talked about this in prior episodes too, but, like, just goes to show how crazy, like, the clothing industry really is and how truly off they have their sizes. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
their
can-
sizes are so off because there's some things I can fit in just fine and other things that are the same size. And
Mhm.
there's no way.
Also, core memory unlocked from Christmas party, the glitter, the spray glitter. So Jasmine had this, like, I don't know if it was like pleather or what it was, but it's all red. And she used spray glitter on it. And the spray glitter got stuck to the sheets on the bed in the room that we were dressing in.
Yeah, it was started like flaking off a little bit or whatever because it was like a kind of like a spray glitter adhesive or whatever, so it wasn't like technically meant to last. But it started breaking off basically in like different chunks, and it like started falling off, and it was literally everywhere.
Yeah, so, like, at the beginning it wasn't so bad, and then it got really bad, and then by the time, so we were, like, up in the, for lack of a better word, we'll say dressing room, and then by the time we get down to
It was actually the host's bedroom.
yeah, like the stage
It was the
area.
master, and this house was nice.
It was gone. There was just a trail of glitter to, like, the little stage area.
Yeah.
It was something else.
It was something else. But it was fun.
Oh my god, it was so much fun.
We need microphones next time. though.
Yes, we do.
So we thought, because the house was so big and, like, it's an older Victorian, so we thought it would have some reverb off the walls. The people, were cheering so loud that we could barely even hear ourselves singing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we were singing loud.
Really loud.
Belting.
loud.
Like no microphones on a Broadway stage kind of loud.
Yeah.
And these people were cheering and screaming and clapping and
Well,
dancing.
not to
so
mention,
loud.
though, the house was packed like wall to wall.
It was wall to wall. There was literally the stage was the only thing like open. You couldn't go anywhere else.
It was
Yup.
crazy.
It was insane. And this was not a small house. This was like...
Well, no, it was an old Victorian. It was huge.
Yeah,
huge.
it was gigantic. There had to have been at least 150 people there.
There's like
And
four.
Minimum.
There's
Minimum,
like 4
yes.
living rooms.
Yeah. They had like 2 dens and 2 living rooms.
I mean,
Yeah.
these people were literally just crumpling up money and throwing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or putting it in my titties.
Yep.
Yes, also that.
A lot of that.
A lot of
A
that.
lot of that.
They ate that up so bad.
They did.
Oh, they loved it.
They did. I like opened it and they were like,
Like gremlins. My God. But also, thank you.
Because I had
support.
Remember, I had that whole thing that I would
Yeah,
with her had
this
rehearsed that I was
hoe.
going to do during that part.
Okay, this hoe, all right. She's got this whole thing planned, this whole like choreographed dance with a cane. And so like we went to Dollar Tree and we're like looking for the perfect cane. And I really had to
Got
pee.
the cane.
Yeah,
At
I
least it
really
was
had
like
to pee and
$1.
they didn't have a fucking bathroom. So this whole time,
I remember
this
that.
whole time we're like looking and she's like, no. And I'm like, I really have to pee. And I'm like, this is going to be worth it. It's fine. The number's going to be great.
I had the cane, and this bitch never came and grabbed it.
Yeah.
I
So
was
I'm like,
oh.
yeah. So we're like waiting there, just like.
Yeah, but like when I started like open my chest for them to put money in, they just kept piling
Oh my
it
god!
in there.
They
So
literally
there was
just
no-
piled.
there was no getting like they would take wads of cash
To
and
the
just
point
stuff
that it was
in
like
there.
overflowing. Like it started
Yeah.
dropping on the floor.
Yeah,
and I was
like-
like, oh my God.
And-
These people are feral.
And we were like, is she gonna come get the cane? And Nicole's like, she's not gonna. I was like, no, she's not gonna.
Well, I couldn't get away.
And then right after that, I almost got kicked in the face.
Oh
Yeah, I remember that.
It was so close to my face.
It was so traumatic. I was like, oh shit.
And then the drag queen that almost kicked me in the face, like we started like play fighting a little as part of her number because she wasn't trying to kick me in the face, but it was about right here.
Okay,
It was
so
so close.
they told me about this later because, like, literally at that moment that was happening, some guy came up to me and he like started talking to me. He was like, "Oh, you guys did so good. You look so beautiful." Blah blah blah. And then the whole crowd's just like, and me and this guy are just chatting, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And then later, when they were talking about it, I was like, "You what?"
Yeah, because weren't we talking about it at Applebee's afterwards?
I think
Yeah,
so.
and I had no idea what was happening. I was like, huh? Say what? When did that happen?
That was funny.
It was hilarious. Like her face right after she did it, she was like, just like a quick second of stun.
But
and then
did
we
you
played-
die?
We started to play fight a little bit. And it was
It was
fine.
great. It was a great show.
It was
So.
fine.
It's fine.
But it's always a good time.
It is.
It's always a good time.
And that's just one of like many things that I feel like has kind of been launched by the podcast.
Mhm.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily related, but without the podcast, like none of us would be on the journey that we're on right now.
No,
Right.
hands down.
Like
not.
things have changed so
No,
much.
yeah, it would have been different.
And like all three of us together, like Amy was talking about how confident we are now. Like all three of us, we gas each other up so much.
Oh, so much.
I mean, in between dodging insults from Jasmine, but
Beep beep, bitch.
okay, but honestly, we're all savage.
yeah,
Like,
not.
I know that obviously Jasmine's a bitch on the podcast, but like that's not how it actually is.
You
Like,
don't live here.
well, we're savage, but I mean, at the end of the day, like we're always amping each other up.
Facts.
Like it's never gonna truly like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like
Right.
we'll be mean, but it's never gonna be real.
It's always with love. Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's been so many times where I try to outshade Jasmine, and somehow
It just
she always
doesn't
just has
work.
that extra leg up, and
It
I
doesn't
will
work.
beat you
It's
at some point.
because
It's a drag queen thing.
It's
a
gonna
drag queen
happen.
thing, and it's also a Gemini thing.
Yeah.
So
That's
this
bad.
bitch has, she's on.
Well,
double
see,
duty.
okay, this bitch has no bounds. Okay, there are no boundaries, no
Nope.
nothing.
Also ADHD.
Yeah, but like no lines that this bitch is not willing to cross.
Mm.
Whereas I'm like, oh, that might be a little too mean.
Between the
No.
Gemini, the
Mm-mm.
drag queen, and the impulsivity.
Nope, I'll say something super rude or
Cut you
whatever,
with
and then I'll be
words.
just like, I'm sorry, your feelings got hurt.
I'm sorry, I'm right.
I mean, I am most of the time.
Okay.
Okay, I'll-
We're
Delulu
choosing
is
delusion
not
today.
the Salulu.
Zululu. Okay. I see we're choosing that today.
Anyway, back to podcast memories.
Got anything to add?
I mean, yeah, there's a shit ton.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's always tons.
there is. I mean, honestly, we could talk forever and ever and ever, but I think the bottom line is just we went through a lot, but it was so formative. Like, we had to go through all of those things to get to where we are now.
Mm-hmm. It built us as people.
It did.
Oh, yeah. There was...
Honestly, we're a lot more well-rounded and like well-versed in a lot of things due to the podcast.
Yeah, I'm very
for
around.
sure.
Is your dog trying to bust through the door?
Perhaps. Or the neighbor could be
We
trying to kill
decided
the kids.
because we were trying to do like celebratory episodes. Well, I decided. I'm not going to lie. I decided that the dogs were going to be in our rooms, in our bedrooms, because I wanted to be able to kind of half-ass focus today. And it's not possible with them out here at all, ever.
Nope.
So we just heard, I don't know if you guys will hear it, but we just heard like a loud thud.
Dogs could be trying to break the door down. Neighbor could be trying to kill his kids. Don't know. Don't know. We don't know. We're not going to find out.
It was just Grandpa.
No.
that's, that's another great memory.
that episode.
Not just
When
the
we
episode, when we
theorized-
first moved in and saw that in the basement.
Yeah, when we theorized
I still go down
Grandpa's
there, too.
down there.
Yeah. And also,
I'm the only one that goes down there.
A locked
because I
freezer
refuse.
doesn't mean good things, okay?
it does not.
Nothing
doesn't.
has ever come, or nothing good has ever come from a freezer that has a lock on
What did I say? He Dahmered his daddy or something like that?
it. Yeah.
So they ate him?
Yeah.
Ew.
We were talking about that whole shit.
It is a
Daddy
fairly
burgers.
small freezer.
For the kids, it's Grandpa Burgers.
Yeah. Come on now.
Why is my burger wrinkly?
No.
Anyways, I think we're finished here.
Anyways, we've had a lot of fun.
Anyways.
Really though, we have had so much fun doing this, and we're gonna keep having fun.
Mhm.
Come along with us. Listen to part 1 of this episode. Listen to all the rest of our episodes.
Where can they find us, Amy?
TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Gmail, all Boss Ravioli Queens, and our email is bossravioliqueens@gmail.com. Yay!
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Till
We love
next
you.
time.